Hey guys, Some Gamer Dude here. Third Magic the Gathering Unlimited Edition look at video daily. Hopefully black ends this time. Oh, what have we got first? Wall of Bone. For 200 black you get a summon wall with 1/4 and it regenerates. Okay. I haven't really seen a defender type card in black before. That's interesting. Cool image though. It's actually kind of creepy looking. Next up, we have Warp Artifact. For 2 black, you get an enchant artifact. Oh, it's an enchantment for an artifact. Warp Artifact does 1 damage to target artifact's controller at the start of each turn. There's a lot of these black does 1 damage to target Thingo's controller cards. Seems like there's a deck there, which is quite ironic because I'm messing around with making a black burn siphon life deck at the moment. Weakness. For black, you get an enchant creature. Target creature loses -2/-1. Of course, if it drops below 1, it's dead, so it's a kill card too. It's sorcery speed. That actually seems fairly familiar. I think there's those type of cards currently or something. Will-o'-the-Wisp. For 1 black, you get a summon Will-o'-the-Wisp. Wisp. That's Wisp, not Whisk. God, you can tell I need a drink. Flying and regenerates. And it's 0/1. I can't imagine anyone ever played that. Word of Command. For black, you get an instant. You may look at your opponent's hand and choose any card that can be... Oh. You may look at your opponent's hand and choose any card opponent can legally play using mana from his or her mana pool or lands. So, does that mean it can work with tapped lands? Huh. Opponent must play this card immediately. You make all the decisions it is called for. This spell cannot be countered after you've looked at your opponent's hand. Oh, okay, that's an odd little card. It's... does black normally have straight up hand manipulation like that? That is a very strange card. Very strange. Zombie Master! For 2 black and 1, you get a Summon Lord with 2/3, and all zombies in play gain Swamp Walk and for black regenerates. Is Lord a creature type? That's strange. So does that mean other zombies don't interact with them if they call out zombies? It's a bit odd. Finally, blue! We're up to blue, guys! Oh, praise Richard. Finally! Air Elemental. For 3 and 2 blue, you get a Summon Elemental Vanilla Flying 4/4. Well, that wasn't worth getting excited for. We're going to get to the next card and hopefully it's better. Oh yeah, Ancestral Recall. I've heard about this one before. It's really, really good. For 1 blue, it is an instant. You draw 3 cards. You would never use the second effect unless you're going to mill them via it. But yeah, 1 for 3. That's really, really strong. You can see why that's one of the most powerful cards in the game ever. Animates Artifact. 3 and a blue for enchant non-creature artifact. So it can't affect artifact creatures. I didn't know they had artifact creatures back then. Oh, we'll probably find out near the end. Target artifact is now a creature with both power and toughness equal to its casting cost. Target retains all the original abilities as well. This will destroy artifacts with a 0 casting cost. Huh, so if you've got a big artifact and you need to turn it into a body for some reason, that's actually not that bad. It's not great at 4, but it's not bad. Actually, it's probably costed it 4, given that modification thing in, what is it, Aether Revolts 3. Yeah. Blue Elemental Blast. For a blue, it's an interrupt. I think that's an oldie times instant. I'm pretty sure it is, actually. Counters target red spell or destroys target red card in play. Huh. I'm not sure how to feel about that. That's side decky good, but is a mountain considered a red card? I mean, it could destroy anything red. That's pretty darn powerful. It's an interesting card. Don't care much for the artwork though. It screams early 90s. Which a lot of those blue cards do. Brain Gazer. For X and blue, you get draw X cards or force your opponent to draw X cards. See, it's a sorcery. I don't even get why that's in the same set as Ancestral Recall. At the same rarity too. Because why would you ever use this over Ancestral Recall? Especially when, according to Mark Rosewater, from something I had to listen to for a research the other day for something I'm writing in the future, or might have come out by now, I'm not sure. You only had 40 card decks back then. I don't get why anyone would ever use this. Clone. For 3 and a blue, to summon Clone. Upon summoning, Clone acquires all normal characteristics including colour of one creature in play on either side of the field. Any enchantments on the original creature are not copied. Clone retains the characteristics even after original creature is destroyed. Clone cannot be played if there is no creatures in play. That's not bad. That's actually really interesting. I mean, I know cloning's part of Blue, but you don't really see it that much anymore. I mean, not in the sets that are legal right now, I don't think there is. I don't even think there's that much theft. Control magic. Isn't that just a description of Blue? For 2 and 2 blue, you get an enchant creature. You control target creature until enchant is discarded or game ends. You can't tap target creature this turn, but if it was already tapped, it stays tapped until you can untap it. If it is destroyed, so it's a theft card. Yeah, it's basic theft. For 4 permanent theft, that's not bad. Actually, red's getting a lot of theft these days. Try to take away all of blue's identity. Bastards, you're appropriating. Copy artifact. For 1 and a blue, you get an enchantment. Blue seemed to have a lot of enchantments back then. Select an artifact in play. This enchantment acts as a duplicate of that artifact. Artifact copy is affected by cards that affect either enchantments or artifacts, and it remains even if the original artifact is destroyed. That's not bad. It basically means if you have an enchantment, if you have an artifact you need multiple copies of for whatever reason, there you go. You can have 8 in the deck so long as one of them's already out. That's pretty good. And it's cheap to cast too. So if the original's like 3 or 4, this one's only 2. Counterspell. The best card in Magic. For 2 blue, it is an interrupt that counters target spell as it's being cast. Don't like the art here. I think I like the later one from, I think it's 6th or Eternal Masters or Tempest Remaster or something. There's better counter spells later on. This is just kind of dorky, but this is something I've been working on for a while. I don't think counter spells busted in any way. For 2 solid blue, it's fine, and I'd love to see it come back. I know that's a really not a popular opinion for especially new players like myself. As I said, I've only been playing since Digital Shadows over Innistrad, Paper Kaladesh, but I think counterspell's fine. Sorry Wizards, I might be the person you're not asking. I like counterspells, probably because I gravitate towards them instead of gravitating towards, decks that just make huge threats and donk people. Creature Bond. For 1 and a blue, you get an enchant creature. If target creature is destroyed, enchant bond does amount of damage equal to the creature's toughness to the creature's controller. That's an odd little card. So you attach it to something you want to die, and then you can make it turn burn damage. Or it's basically a way to stop them from really using it as an attacker or blocker, because if it dies, they take it as damage. That's interesting, especially for blue. Drain power. For 2 blue, you get a sorcery. Tap all opponent's lands, taking all his mana and all mana in opponent's mana pool into your own mana pool. You can't tap fewer lands than your opponent has, than all your opponent's lands. Whoa, that's strong. So if your opponent doesn't tap out, you just take everything and can cast a big fatty from it, because wow, that is strong. That seems really, really good. Feedback. For 2 and a blue, you get an enchantment. What? Feedback does 1 damage to control of target enchantment during each upkeep. Oh, it enchants an enchantment. Okay. Goes with those black cards, actually. You can pretty much create a situation where they're taking, 4, 5 damage a turn for just having a turn. That's, scary. You just hold the fort down and just drain their life away. I wonder if that was viable back then, because that seems like a really enjoyable deck. Just being the biggest dick imaginable. Your opponent will hate you. You will love yourself. You will go on with a smile on your face. Flight. For 1 blue, enchant creature. Enchant creature is now flying creature. Yep, seems about right. Got nothing to say about that one. And the last one for today, invisibility. For 2 blue, enchant creature. Target creature can be blocked only by walls. So, defenders. That's interesting. Actually, I like that. I like that a lot. That's really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that come back. That I like. Anyway, that was it for today's, guys. I'll probably record the next one right now because I'm busy a lot and I don't have much to do at the moment, so I'm just recording a bunch of these and have a few weeks worth. See ya!